Night lies over the great estate of Collinwood, and in an old house on the wooded grounds, a young man is forced to work on a project he loathes. Forced because his fiancée's life is at stake. And while he grapples with the problem of creating human life, he stands unknowingly on the brink of terror.
Good evening.
How did you get in here? Who are you? What do you want?
Who I am doesn't matter. I've come to help you with the experiment.
How did you get in here? I locked that door
You're
upstairs.
Jeff Clark, aren't you?
Well, that's very clever. How'd you find that out?
I just knew. From the description.
What description?
The one Adam gave me.
You know Adam?
Yes. Yes, I've promised Adam I'll help him when his mate is ready.
You look very familiar to me. I've seen you someplace before.
No. No, we've never met.
If you're supposed to help with the experiment, why hasn't anybody told me?
Oh, I'm sure I don't know.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out right now. Come on. What are you looking at me like that for? What's the matter with you? Hey, look, Hey.
In a bedroom at Collinwood, one woman, victim of a witch's plot, dreams the most hideous nightmare of all. That she is in a coffin and that all her family thinks her dead. That she lies paralyzed, unable to speak, and that soon her own funeral services will begin.
Coffin. My coffin. I must scream. They will bury me. They think I'm dead. I'm not. I'm not. Ah! I know it's going to happen.
Mother.
I know how it's going to
happen.
Mother,
please.
I'm going to be buried alive.
No, Mother. No.
I am. No one will know. No one will be able to tell. You'll think me dead.
Mother, that's not possible.
It is. And nothing can stop it. Nothing. There's nothing to do.
On this night, the great house of Collinwood is quiet, and no one is aware of potential dangers that exist. For in the deserted west wing of the great house, there is one who is watching a scene that is being enacted on the terrace below. A scene that is provoking him to jealousy and anger. And in a moment, his anger will explode in an unexpected burst of violence.
Everything's gotten complex, hasn't it?
Yes.
We used to just fight about how rich you are. Basic things like what you thought.
How much I counted on my position?
I'd like to go back to those days. Do you think we can?
I don't know. I can't tell you anything now. Good night, Tony.
Good night.
You stay away from her! You keep away from here!
Today, the part of Caroline Stoddard will be played by Miss Diana Walker.
It is nightfall at Collinwood, and the great mansion lies quietly under a gleaming moon. Beneath its radiance, the old house hides dangerous secrets. Secrets a young man is attempting to learn. He is under the spell of an evil woman, and because he cannot break her hold over him, he must secretly learn how to complete a terrifying experiment.
Who's there?
It was just my imagination. The house is empty. Julia said she'd be gone for at least an hour. This is it. This is the information I need. The way Lang intended to make Adam live. The amount of voltage through the cathodes. Oh, I've got to remember. This. That girl. It's because of her. Because she's forcing me to do it. Why does she have such a hold over me? Oh, I've asked myself that question 1,000 times. I only know she does. But if Barnabas or Julia were to find out what I'm doing,
Jeff!
The fate of all those who live in the great house at Collinwood will be decided by the outcome of a strange experiment to be conducted at the old house on the Collins estate. Behind this experiment is a man who lives in a large house by the sea. A man who lives by and for the pursuit of evil. On this night, he will learn that his carefully laid plans have gone awry, but only temporarily.
Mines and Company?
No, of course not. I thought you were with Haskell.
I sent him home over an hour ago.
Oh? You're not spending as much time with him as you used to? What's wrong?
Nothing.
He must not be very interesting.
He isn't. Still talks about Maggie every now and then. I don't like that.
Well, he and Maggie are finished.
Which pleases you very much.
Yes. I've grown very fond of Maggie.
Well, be careful that you don't make the same mistake I did. And become too fond of her.
There's no danger of that. I know what I'm doing. Now, don't be sad, Angelique. If you're beginning to find Joe Haskell boring, we'll introduce you to someone else. Adam!
Nicholas, I want to talk to you.
Come in. Now, what's wrong? What's happened to you, Adam?
I've been in the woods, alone for many hours.
Why?
So I wanted to think about things.
Well, now, what things? Here, now, come inside. Now, what is troubling you, Adam?
Nicholas, I wanted...
Well, it's all right. She is my assistant. What is it you want?
I want to tell you that I'm going to see Barnabas and tell him to stop the experiment.
Stop the experiment? Why?
Because I don't want a mate anymore. I don't want anyone.